My name is Jennifer and I am from America. My ex-husband left me and our child for a woman who can make him wealthy and the CEO of their company. Then I found love again with someone I didn't expect. I believe that a person always gets what's written in his fate. He always gets what belongs to him. In my first marriage, I was happily married and enjoyed every moment of my life with my husband. We had a love marriage and I was his university crush. We were studying at the same university. Then one day he approached me and we eventually got married. Everything was great. We were happily married and I recently gave birth to our son. My life was running smoothly with a peaceful flow. My main job was taking care of my husband and our baby. I remember, one day I was preparing dinner. I was in a very pleasant mood and waiting for him to come home. The doorbell rang. I opened the door with joy. I was about to greet him when I saw another woman with him. I knew her. It was Maria, his boss. I happily greeted both of them. I welcomed Maria and seated her because it was the first time she came to our home and I didn't want to displease her. I offered her snacks and a cold drink. My husband and Maria were staring at me in a cold and awkward tone. Maria told me that she wanted to marry my husband. At first, I thought I heard her wrong. I told her that I didn't understand what she was talking about and looked toward my husband with confused eyes. She told me she will give me $5 million if I agree to divorce him. I stood up and shouted angrily for her to please keep her money to herself and to get out of my home. She told me that she is giving me the $5 million to make up to me and fulfill my needs and sorrow. She will be marrying my husband next week anyway. I looked towards my husband and asked about the whole matter. He was just eating snacks and replied in a cold attitude that Maria already explained everything. I couldn't believe he said those words to me. I carried my child and ran towards him. I begged him not to leave me for the sake of our baby. But he remained persistent because after marrying his boss he would become CEO of his company. He always had big dreams. He always wanted to become rich and wealthy, but I didn't think he would choose this path. He threw me out of his house at midnight with my baby. That night was very dark and rainy. I remember, instead of going anywhere I sat on the road and started crying, holding my baby in my hands. I was praying for death at that moment because I couldn't bear that. I only remember I was crying loudly that night. In the morning when I opened my eyes, I was in a city hospital. Suddenly, I thought about my baby and asked the nurse about him. Thank God. He was safe and he was with my brother. The hospital already informed my family about my health and my family were all there for me. My mom came inside my ward and I cried so hard while holding her. I told them about what happened and they wanted to talk to my husband about it. But he didn't give them any responses. After a week, he sent me a divorce letter and married her. And finally, he became CEO of his company by betraying me and our son. My ex-boyfriend got to know about my whole situation and started visiting me. We broke up due to his personal family issues. His mother didn't like me. So I decided to leave him for the sake of his mother. But later I got to know that he never married any other woman and after my divorce, he wanted to marry me. At first, I refused him because I didn't want to hurt his mother. Suddenly, his mother came to me and requested that I marry her son. She said she was wrong. She wasted many years of her son's life. He didn't marry any other woman after breaking up with me. Now I couldn't deny him, so we got married after 1 year of my divorce in 2017. We are happily married. He took care of my son like his own. We have a cute baby girl together. At last, I gained true love. It's 2021 now. Maria dumped my ex-husband for another guy. He is homeless, jobless, and living a miserable life. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. For more stories like this, please subscribe and turn on notification. If you can like, share or comment, It will be very helpful to me and very much appreciated.